Don't let the joke be on you as we review set number 76035, Jokerland, here on TalkBricks. Hello and welcome back to another episode of TalkBricks, where I bring you the latest in LEGO news and reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, but let's get right to it. Michael here, and I'm so excited to be reviewing for you the Jokerland set from LEGO DC Superheroes. This is probably one of my most anticipated sets of all time. The Jokerland set has 1,037 pieces and will retail in the US at $120. As you can see here, the Jokerland set is really a theme park that has been taken over by Joker and his cronies. You can see that they've really made the park their own by taking over the rides and making them super sinister. This set contains a whopping 6 attractions, the Batmobile, and 8 minifigures. And to be honest, it's almost too big for my review station. But before we get too far into the set, let's talk about everyone's favorite part, the minifigures. First off, we have our 4 heroes. From left to right, we have Beast Boy, Robin, Batman, and Starfire. In this set, all the heroes but Batman have been locked up by the villains, and you can see their handcuff pieces with those locks attached. The 3 of them also have these very scared and concerned faces. Why don't we get them out of the handcuffs? And now that they're all free, we can see their secondary faces. All of them look very determined, and I really like Beast Boy's wide grin. Beast Boy is an all-new character that we've never gotten before, and I really like the two-tone plastic with the boots on the bottom, as well as his dark green hairpiece with pointed ears. This version of Robin also has some nice new details with the two-tone molding on the sleeves to show those kind of green short sleeves. This version of Batman is the one that we've gotten in many other sets, but he does have the new boots molded into the plastic. On the right, we have Starfire, and she's a really fun character. She has a darker skin tone than, for instance, Robin does, and I really like her pink hair and all of the printing that continues onto the legs and even on the sides of the legs. Each of our heroes has one accessory. Beast Boy has his snake, Robin has a black staff, Batman has his batarang piece, and Starfire has these 2 green energy glows, so this is kind of using her powers. We can also see the side printing on her legs, as well as some wrist printing with those cuffs. Here we have our 4 heroes from the back, and we can see some really nice continuation of the prints from the front. I've gone ahead and flipped up Robin and Batman's cape, as they are that new softer cape material, which I really like. And I've gone ahead and taken off Starfire's hair so we can really see the print on the back. From this view, we can also see the back of Beast Boy and Batman's legs to show where that two-tone molded plastic is injected. Here we have our 4 villains. From left to right, we have Poison Ivy, the Penguin, the Joker, and Harley Quinn. All of these figures have really great prints. I particularly love the details on Poison Ivy's hair, the Penguin and the Joker's suits, and the all-new Harley Quinn print, which includes a new face, a new torso, and new legs. The legs on Harley Quinn are especially impressive as they contain multiple colors of plastic with printing on the front that continues onto both sides. Each of them are carrying accessories. Poison Ivy is carrying a large whip piece that's like a vine. The Penguin is carrying a gun as well as his trademark umbrella. The Joker is carrying around a nice pie piece. And Harley Quinn is carrying around her signature oversized hammer. And here we also get a great shot of the side printing on Harley Quinn's legs. Here we have them all from the back, and I've gone ahead and turned around their headpieces so we can see their alternate faces. Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn have very angry faces, while the Joker has a big smirk. I really like the way that the prints continue on both sides, and you can see just that nice continuity of how the back should look. We also get 2 little henchmen for Joker and the Penguin. On the right, that Penguin is all brick built, and we can see in one of its wings it's holding a bundle of dynamite. On the left, we have a Joker mini clown robot. I really like those green ice cream pieces to represent the hair on the sides, as well as the wind-up on the back. And I really like that its neck design gives it this kind of bouncy quality. And here we have a shot of all of the minifigures together. This really is a colorful cast of characters. The smallest attraction is the Shoot-O-Matic, which is a cannon which is really nicely designed. I love the orange and red striping details that we get down the side, and it's an interesting usage of pieces to make sure that we get that design with the curved end. Up at the front we see this black piece clipped in, which is meant to represent the big match that lights the cannon. The set does come with 3 bomb pieces which can be fired out of the cannon. To load the cannon, simply pull back on the rear piece. Place a bomb inside and squeeze the cannon to fire out the bomb. And here we have Batman next to his Batmobile. This latest incarnation of the Batmobile is really great. This kind of classic curved look really captures what I think it means to have a great Batmobile design. On the side here we can see the bright yellow rims with those black tires. I really like the way that the curves of the fenders really goes well with the overall curved design. We also get some sort of venting details here on the side, as well as some other shaping. At the front we get these slim yellow lights, as well as this big circular intake, which hides 2 of the set's weapons, which are these 2 black spring-loaded shooters. At the top we can see some of the nice shaping on the hood, as well as all the vent details. Those 2 Technic pins in the middle are actually the 2 switches for the 2 spring-loaded shooters. We can press down on the 2 Technic pins to shoot at our enemies. As we work our way back, we can see all sorts of curves and venting to provide even more interest. The cockpit has a low-profile window. At the very top, we do see a sticker with the Batman logo, and just behind it we get this gray engine intake. The interior of the cockpit is bright yellow, and we get some nice slope pieces which really define the shape of that chair. At the front we can see a screen with the Joker face, as well as the word escaped and some sort of a map. With the softer style cape, it's very easy to set Batman into the cockpit. At the very back we can see these large Batwing pieces which really give the Batmobile its signature look. At the very back we can also see the rear shaping with all those nice curved slopes. At the very back we can see the red taillights, as well as 2 stud shooters which we can use to fire out the back. And here we have the main centerpiece to Jokerland, and this is the giant clown face that we see in the main box art. The hair poking out of each side is made up of the bush pieces, which gives it a wild look. On the top of his head he has a nice little bowler hat, which can be adjusted by turning a dial on the back to tip it back and forth. The eyebrows are made up of an interesting foliage piece, which is often used for kind of grass or ferns. We can pose him to give him some interesting looks, like this sinister one. We can also adjust the position of the eyes by turning the 2 dials on the back. The mouth is a wide open mouth that has this really gnarly grin with all of these tan-colored teeth, which kind of reminds me of rotten teeth instead of bright white ones. Any character on the Super Jumper piece can knock Joker off his pedestal and down the slide into the toxic tank, or you can just manually lift this front pink piece. The toxic tank is a simple build with 4 stickers on every side of this curved glass. Here we can see it has some sort of toxic green liquid, and we can also see that simulated with some additional pieces kind of bubbling in the deep. Just below the face we do get a collar and bow tie. The edges of the collar can be posed at slightly different angles, and the bow tie can be rotated to kind of give it a wacky, fun angle. It does have a nice sticker of a flower there in red and green. Just below the bow tie we do have this open archway section, and it does have some nice lime green handrails. And we get a sign that formerly read Happyland and has now shown us that it's been taken over as Jokerland. At the base of the model we do get this hall of mirrors-like design. The Joker has a nice sticker at the back with his image outlined and the name The Joker. On the right and left sides we do get these 2 mirrors with lights surrounding them that have this kind of swirled effect and Joker smile. Each of the doors can be posed at different angles to provide a different experience, and here you can see just how mirrored the finish is. The next attraction at Jokerland is the Deadly Duckies, formerly the Rubber Duckies. This is a ride that actually features 3 little ducks that kids could sit in and be rotated around. You can rotate the knob at the back to cause this nice carousel effect. 2 of the ducks hold sticks of dynamite, while the 3rd duck holds our hero, Beast Boy, locked up. At the very top there's a spot to set Penguin where he can oversee his dastardly scheme. The bottom of the set shows us some more interesting details. We can see these trans blue ice pieces, these little shark fins poking out at the bottom here and here, and we can also put our penguin assistant with the dynamite to cause even more damage. And here we have our tallest attraction, the Carnivore Fall, formerly the Free Fall. At the bottom we do get some nice foliage pieces in lime green. We get to see this carnivore, which is a giant Venus flytrap. It reminds me of the Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. The mouth can be opened and closed, and these vine pieces on the side can be posed at different angles. Here we can see the captive Starfire in her handcuffs, and she's seated in the middle of 3 seats that can be used for this ride. Each seat has kind of a seat belt and handlebars, which reminds me of when you go to a roller coaster and you're strapped in. The gray piece here sits around the truss, and as we tilt back the sign, it falls. And here we have the attraction that takes up the most room on the table, Harley's Wheels of Fire. At the top end we can see the sign for the attraction formerly known as Wheels of Fire with the Harley branding. Harley looks great riding atop of the tightrope on this white motorcycle, and I believe this is the first time we've ever gotten in that color. Dangling just beneath the tightrope we have Robin there looking scared as he's locked up. We can hold Harley's bike in place because of this red cheese slope which locks the wheel in place. As we hit the Harley sign, we will knock her down the tightrope. As Harley makes her way down to the bottom of the tightrope, we do see that Robin is hanging there over some flaming trash cans. And here we have everything back together for my final thoughts. And I can honestly tell you guys, this set lived up to expectations. I think that this set is just so much fun. As you can see, it is a colorful showcase of everything these villains have to offer and contains some of the most iconic characters in the Batman universe. We also get a lot of new designs and a couple new characters that we've never gotten before. All the attractions are simple and work really well. Plus, this may be one of my favorite Batmobiles we've ever gotten. At $120, this is one of the more expensive sets this year, but I think it's worth every penny. If you're looking for a super challenging build, I'm not sure this is the set for you, but I had a lot of fun building all the elements, especially the Batmobile. But those are just my thoughts about the set, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Let me know, what is your favorite attraction at Jokerland? And if you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Did you miss my review of Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas? Click on this annotation to watch that review, and don't forget to stay tuned for all my upcoming superhero videos.